Hi, and welcome to Simpkins Hammer Works. We're a small company that make custom parts for Jeep at the moment. One of the parts that I want to showcase today is the new Jeep Cherokee. This is an extreme rocker, and what I mean by that is an 1/8 inch thick rocker that literally goes right back on your Jeep in the original location, and they also look original. But I want to go through some steps on how to install them and show you some of the great features on these rockers. And not only the outside rocker, but we make an inner rocker. We're the only one in the country, probably in the world, that make an inner rocker. I want to go over that with you. And we do have a tap kit that goes with these rockers, and I'll show you a little bit more about that as we go. But literally, I want to take you through the way that we're going to install these new rockers and show you, so like I said, some of the special features. The first thing that we did was we actually mounted it on the Jeep itself, on the rocker. This is an actual Jeep Cherokee 84 to 2001 that we actually cut the rocker out of an actual Jeep. And then what I did was I want to work backwards with you. So what you're seeing is it installed with the sheet metal screws. And really this is your first step. Once you cut the old rocker off, you're going to want to install your rockers with sheet metal screws simply to get it to fit correctly. And as you can see, it fits in here nice and tight. And you can just draw all this down with simply sheet metal screws, so you don't need any special tools there. And actually, if you look here and on the table here, here's basically what you're going to need to do this job. You're going to need to split the seam. As you can see, this tips forward. So when you're installing your new rockers, you have to split this seam here. It's spot welded. And then just simply take a die grinder. You can cut this seam here, and then the outer rocker will simply come off. Now toward the back, what I want to make clear with these rockers, these are a builder type rocker. In other words, there is some trimming that you have to do. Here in the back where the wheel well comes up, when it goes through, you'll want to cut that rocker completely off. There's a little tab right here that the original rocker attaches to. What you're going to do is just cut that tab off. You don't need it anymore. And you're going to bring this rocker right in to the wheel well. You're going to trace around the wheel well profile right here. Then you're just going to take some simple hand snips like I have here, and you're going to trim that to fit so that this will slide through. Now what we like to see when we install these, we like to see about 1 inch sticking through. And don't worry, the rockers are long enough to where you can trim them to size. They're a little bit long. And then in the front, on the front part of the rocker, what you'll want to do here is once you cut it off, you may have a little rust damage here. Repair your rust damage, and you can simply take the 2 bolts out of the lower front fender, and then you can bring that out, wedge it with a piece of 2x4 if you want, or take the fender off. That's up to you. But it allows you to get in here and weld this seam nice and tight. And what you'll notice is you'll be able to keep the dirt and grime out, because the Jeep originally left the end of this open, and that's why water actually gets into these with dirt, and then it causes them to rust out. You can actually, now we give you the option to repair that. So that's one thing that you want to do. Remember, unbolt the fender here, bring it out. There'll be a little trimming to get it to fit in the front. The Jeeps aren't exactly perfect. There is a little trimming, but they'll go right on once you get your trimming. Like I say, we're going to use the sheet metal screws to locate the rocker to make sure the fit's good. And why I have you right here, I'm going to tilt this up a little bit, and then right here you notice that I put about a 5/16 hole. I would not go any bigger than 3/8, but you can drill a 5/16, 3/8 hole into the new rocker itself. And then what you can do is you can use vice grips, or you can use, once you have it screwed down, as I have here, they got these handy pliers. They sell them at Harbor Freight for like 14 bucks. And what it does, it captivates that. You can see right here how it draws the sheet metal together. And then you can spot weld it right here. If you don't have a spot welder, you can simply put your welding gun in here and then fill this void with weld. And that's kind of what it's going to look like. Now these would be a little bit flatter if they were drilled through. Just to show you how it works, we just welded on top. But you'd actually be welding, inside that hole and attaching this metal, the original metal or the replacement piece, to the rocker. That's how that works. And it's easily done with just sheet metal screws. Like I said, bind it together, pre-drill your holes. You want to pre-drill your holes, and then you can bond it together, back these screws out which would expose your hole that you have already pre-drilled. And then you just weld them in. And that's how you attach the bottom. Now on the top, you'll want to grind all your paint off, of course, through here. You're going to grind your paint off, the original paint, and this allows you to be able to weld this piece to the original. Now what's nice about these rockers, being they're thicker, they actually will close your gap up between the rocker and the door, which helps to eliminate a lot of the heavy mud that you get from the original rockers. Jeep and their fitment was not great. What this does, it helps actually close that up. It helps deflect that mud away from the inside of your door opening here, which helps stop, again, rusting, helps stop getting mud and corrosion up under these seams. So, and then all you do have to do is just go in here your MIG welder and weld small tacks, you know, small, probably 1-inch welds every 2 inches throughout this channel area, and that attaches that. You can finish this off with either a little bit of Bondo. You could lay another strip of steel in here if you'd like and weld from here to this part. That's totally up to you. This is a builder part. We don't write the rules, we just give you the parts. Now we're going to tip this up now, and what we want to do is we want to show you the inner rocker. This is a real troubled area on the Jeep Cherokees. This area in here rots out. Now right here was originally the floor. The floor would run out this way, and this part in here gets mud and stuff trapped inside. And then what it does, these will rot out, so you no longer have nothing to attach your new rocker to. We've solved that problem by simply building a brand new channel. Now these channels are made out of 18 gauge. The original stuff was right around 22, I do believe. Now this is 18 gauge, much heavier. You can weld it to this, no problem. But keep in mind, now this is galvanized. Because it's galvanized, you'll want to grind off wherever you're going to weld. For one, it could possibly make you sick. But the welding adhesion is much better if you grind just a little area off that you are going to weld. And then these make super nice repair panels. Like I said, I don't think anyone in the world or the country is making these at the moment, but we are. And you can get them from us on eBay. And they'll be under inner Jeep Cherokee inner rocker. They'll be, and these are the Jeep Cherokee Extreme Rocker. And they'll be offered through eBay. And then as we move along, what we're going to do at this point, we're going to kind of work backwards to show you the inner plates that we offer for the rocker right now. We do offer a plate kit you can pre-weld into your rocker, and it allows you to attach sliders. And then we're going to take this off and actually show you how that works. All right, we're back. We took a short break to get that rocker off, and what we wanted to show you was we make a kit that goes with these rockers. There you can actually weld, it's a plate kit you can weld in. They're 1/8 inch. They match this material. They weld up nice. These were done just quick and dirty just to show you guys what we're after here. So what this does is you weld these in before you install it. So now you can come out here and you can drill a hole and you can tap that, and it's strong enough it's going to hold that rock slider for you. So like I said, we offer a kit that you can do that. Now you can weld the plates on the outside, but if you're a builder of quality products and you want it to look clean and unnoticeable, what we like about this is you can weld it on the outside and you can weld it on the inside. You can hide that if you'd like. And then if you ever get done with it, you can simply pull it off, weld the hole shut, grind it off, and touch up your paint in that, and you'd never know that you had any rock sliders on it. So it makes it a little bit more universal, and you can use these plates on any other project actually. If there's something you need to tap that you've built, you can actually cut these down, just use a die grinder, cut them down to any size you want, and really they're just something to tap into. We suggest for a rock slider, probably no less than a 3/8 24. I would use fine thread. The more thread you get in material, the stronger it is. So remember that, fine thread on your stuff like that. Now let's go up here. I want to talk a little bit more about this replacement piece here and how to install this. Like I said, this piece back here in the back is the original Jeep inner. And actually this was bad. So I said, what a great opportunity is to put the new one that we make and show them how close this matches up. Literally, this thing matches up almost perfect. A little hammer, a little dolly. You just put a small bead of weld here, and then that would be reattached. And then on the inside, what I would suggest, you can do it any way you'd like, I would drill a series of holes down through here, and then I would plug weld, no different than I did here. Now, like again, these would be much flatter if I had drilled it. I welded it on top. It's just to show you, give you the idea of how it would actually work. So drill you some, again, probably 5/16, 3/8 holes. Come in, and you can take your MIG welder, and you can weld that right in. And then you can also put some more security beads in here. Wouldn't take much to hold that. And so what that does is it repairs that area that before you couldn't get a panel for. I don't believe any of the aftermarket companies that deal in sheet metal actually offer this part. So you can get it now. And everything is priced right. Like I said, you can find it on eBay. And I'd like to thank you for your time. And my name again is Anthony Simpkins. I'm here with Simpkins Hammer Works. And we'll be updating you with new products as they come out. And we're excited about this one. We're excited to get it kicked off and take a moment, do a little video, show you how to install it, and go get yourself some and have some fun with it. Thanks.